All right, Vanderbilt, South Kakalaki. The Gamecocks, 14-point home favorites, 58 the total. Quite the escape for South Carolina. That was a great game for me last week. Jacksonville State plus the points, the over as well in that game against South Carolina. It was a game, though, that South Carolina, with their 8 or 9 different starting offensive line combinations this year, finally played a team that was just – they didn't have the pass rush. And that's been an issue for Jacksonville State. The pass rush hasn't been great. I figured that was a game where Spencer Rattler and the offense could finally get going and get some confidence, and that was a good offensive game. They scored points, moved the football pretty well in that game. And here's the situation where that's how you handicap South Carolina. When the team's got a bad defense and a bad weak pass rush, they're going to be able to move the ball because the O-line issues aren't going to get exploited against a team like Jacksonville State last week. Same thing here. Vanderbilt's not going to be able to exploit the weakness of South Carolina. There's no pass rush. The defense is a sieve for Vanderbilt. I mean, this should be an opportunity for South Carolina to be able to move the football, score some points. I could only look at the favorite here, and I always try to make a case. I can't make a case for this dog. Vanderbilt is brutal right now. I mean, they had that one cover against Georgia because Georgia sleptwalked, and since then they've been beaten by Auburn and Ole Miss 64-22, okay, in the last 2 games combined. So I am not interested in Vanderbilt. This is South Carolina or nothing for me. I might get there with the over, hoping that Vanderbilt can at least do something, do enough offensively, because I have this in the range of like 35, 38 to 21, and that would just get you over the total. I could see that being your final score here. So South Carolina and over my leans here. What do you like, Conor?
Well, yeah, I get that. And that's another reason why Vandy just hasn't been a good dog and you haven't been able to take him when you can't score. You have to be able to score here to cover a number because they're always big dogs. Like that's what in this match, when I look at this, I'm like, I don't really want to lay 2 touchdowns in South Carolina. I didn't like that last week. They probably win here. They score in the 30s. Maybe look at their team total for them. But, yeah, I can't look at Vandy until, they can cover numbers, which the Florida, like you are, they just sleptwalked through that game. They scored 20 points, and then they put up 7 and 15 to, Ole Miss and Auburn. South Carolina, this defense isn't great. Is this the week, though? Can Ken Seals maybe get, 21 or more? Maybe. All year long, they've been horrible. If you back them, you're 1-9. You haven't won any money. So it's like jumping in a little late. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. Definitely for me, favorite and over if I'm getting involved. Haven't decided yet. Those are just on the radar as of early in the week.